So this was a very clever defense. So okay. So net again you have to calculate how many moves you are ahead. So after A takes B4, okay, here if I play A5, then I'm 2 moves ahead, because earlier I would have played B4 and then black would have got a move to push his pawn. Now I am already at A5, so 1 move ahead. No, so it is only 1 move ahead. Huh? Yeah, it is 1 move ahead only. So you have to use that 1 move ahead in the most judicious way. There is another trump that Abhinav mentioned, is because earlier my B pawn was queening, now my A pawn is going to queen. So that 1 move ahead also helps, because earlier my B8, B7, B8, and then H2, H1 was happening. But now A7, A8, and H2, H1 cannot happen, because the queen on A8 will cover the H1 square. So that is the another thing. So essentially you get these things. So that is what you have to invest. But all these calculations, so tough, right? I also did not think that black king could come like this and defend. Yeah, this was a very clever. I could see that I'm preventing the pawns from queening by coming up king c2. Up to here I saw. I never thought that black king will be able to come, sacrifice a pawn, and then make it work. Yeah, this I saw you will be able to, but what I didn't see is that king to d2 is now able to promote his not h pawn but c pawn, right? So this is clever. So what it means that after this, what we have to do is we have to invest some time in playing king to d3 now. And now this h5 pawn will be 1 move short. Yep. It will be 1 move short now. h5, a5, h4, a6, h3, a2, h2, then a1 equal to queen is going to prevent this. So this is the solution. But yeah, so all it means is that we cannot take anything lightly. I think we have to take even more and more seriously, and we have to this, because these are all the problems and they are appropriate at our level. So we have to calculate better. That is what it means. Because against equal some rated opponent like this, we are going to make mistakes and we are going to lose. So okay, but anyway, we got a sense of these things, right? I mean, these problems are tough. Somebody was mentioning that they are tough. Yes, they are indeed tough, but that is the only way that we can. Only by continuing to tackle these tough problems will we make progress. I have actually downloaded, I had taught about mating patterns, right? Various mating patterns in level 3. I have downloaded some exercises which are there on mating patterns, and I saw that even I got stumped in the sense that I could cover sometimes the first move, but looking at all the variations, there were too many defenses that were there, even in the mating pattern. So I have some exercises. If you want to try out, I will give it. Just 6 exercises to start with on the mating patterns. And they are all the mating patterns we know. Okay, all of you also know those patterns. But knowing the patterns is one thing, but solving tough problems which involve those patterns, but finding the right move order. Sometimes we get the moves, okay, but the order is also very important. So it is a continuous learning exercise. Anyone wants to look at any other problem? But see, this is where the chess becomes a thing, okay? So where are you ready to work hard with these hard problems? And even when you get, many times you get only 50% right, or sometimes as you go ahead, it might be one thing, but are you able to motivate yourself to keep solving these things and keep tackling them? That is the question. Otherwise, we'll plateau. Otherwise, everyone will plateau. Somebody will say, "I'm okay. L3 is my level. I don't want to go beyond." Somebody will say L4. That's it. Enough for me. Somebody might say L5. But yeah, I mean, you require a lot lot of perseverance and determination to go through this, because these get tough, and it's all about calculating in the mind, right? And we always think of happy scenarios, but we have to look at the what are the other options that black has got. So yeah, I mean, frankly speaking, this entire thing I just could not think of. This defense I just could not think of. But it is good. It's a learning. So you have to always look at options. And actually, that is why these problems, not just see any other problems, any other lot of sites have problems, but they don't have it in the way that like this. They can tell you every move that you make. Okay, maybe there is a better move, or what is a mistake, etc. All of that can be explained. That is only in chess king. That's why I suggest these chess king exercises. Okay. All right, so that is that. Let me just go that what is our other target is also to complete the half of the chess endings for beginners course in level 4. Remaining half will complete it in level 5. So endings, if you go, chess endings for beginners, there are about how many? 800 problems. Okay, I think about 400 of them is what we will expect to do it in level 4, because you will want to do pawn endings and you will want to do bishop endings also. Okay, and then probably rook endings. These knight endings and other things will cover it later on. But pawn endings, rook endings, bishop endings, this much we should cover it. 175 plus 160, how much it is? 330 plus 80, about 400 plus. Yeah, this is what we intend to cover. Okay, all right. Any questions? Any other? So today we are not going to do the analysis positions. We'll do it next week. I have to post. I think we have covered the last one that I've sent. So number 12, I have to send it. Okay, all right. So that is it then. I don't have anything else, but please look at your statistics every week. Keep looking at your statistics and keep making progress. Okay. Every week you should be able to see it. That you should be able to. I have also not done problems for us, but it's okay. I mean, I have to find time. I'm getting crushed nowadays between office work and these things. But yeah. But I will also do it myself. All right. Okay. That is it then. How many have I done? Chess. Let me see. Chess strategy for beginners. I have also not done too many. Chess strategy for beginners.